We look like we're just both ready for bed. Okay, ready?
We are.
Yo, what's up guys? Pinku here and I'm with Ichoal. As you can tell by the sign. It's a ship. Do you ship it? I do. Today we are going to be doing... Dude.
What?
I'm awkward.
Why in front of me?
I don't know. Because I'm supposed to be talking to viewers, but you're here. It's like I'm talking to an invisible crowd. Today me and Des were driving back from...
Who the fuck is Des?
Today me and Ichoal were driving and we got onto the topic of gender identity, sort of, and we were talking about me being trans, which you should know. If you don't, you're in trouble. Have you announced it on your channel?
I haven't really announced it.
It's
Just just a thing.
Yeah.
I am gender fluid.
What?
I'm really tired.
I know. We haven't slept in a long time. We
Since
stayed
11 yesterday for me.
I woke up at 5 p.m. No, like 4 p.m. and stayed awake through that afternoon and then the night and then this morning, and now it's like 4. And so, yeah, we decided to do the gender tag just because it's interesting, and I feel that you would know us better after this. I've been wanting to do an update of my coming out as transgender video because I feel like in that video I kind of said that I was on a journey and I don't know where it would take me, and I feel like I'm still on that journey. It's just that I've progressed a bit and I know more about myself. And when I made that video I was really emotional and not in a very good state, but now I'm in a really good state and I can look at things like in a more positive light and more objectively, I guess. I saw the questions and they looked interesting. So let's go ahead and answer them. How do you self-identify your gender and what does that definition mean to you?
I am gender fluid, which means I switch between various genders. Well, for me it's just male, female, and androgynous. When I feel like being them.
Yeah, boy.
Sort of comes in fluctuations. I kind of spend weeks to a month in one and then all of a sudden I'll just feel like being the other one.
I identify as transgender. And what does that mean to me? This is a hard question. Well, like the definition of transgender is not feeling like the gender that aligns with the sex you're born with or something like that. But I don't know, transgender to me just means that I don't feel like I am a girl. That's me! What pronouns honour you?
Me? I don't give a fuck. If I'm feeling masculine and dressing masculine, people use she. I don't care. And vice versa, if I'm dressing feminine and people use he, I don't care. Pronouns aren't a big thing for me. Except for honorifics, I guess. I don't like being called Miss or Mrs. I prefer to be Sir. I definitely prefer the masculine.
Yeah. For me, pronouns are they, them, or he, him.
Oh, that's good. I
Pretty
didn't
much.
actually know that.
Yeah, no, I think, I don't know, it's weird. I think I'm more comfortable with they at the moment because he kind of makes me feel like I have to be the most manly man that I can be and live up to the he, him pronouns.
See,
I don't mind them, just anything but she.
If I was to like put my masculine side, like draw him up, show you what he looked like, he's still very, he's flamboyant. It was easier for me to settle into my masculine side because he's not very, he's a pansy. But he's still masculine.
I think that's cool that you like refer to them because you said that you had like kind of the two voices in your head, crazy, schizophrenic.
I have my voice, which I hear as female, but the voice that I talk to in my head, my conscious is male. I know the song behind us right now. Oh, we should have turned the TV off.
Maybe we can turn it off now.
Can't believe we didn't turn it off.
Describe the style of clothing you wear most often.
What I'm wearing right now.
Truth. Lazy clothes, pajamas.
Yeah, like I wear t-shirt, black t-shirt with random pop culture or something on it, and jeans. That's my like androgynous wear. But when I'm dressing up masculine, I usually wear suit pants, vest, dress shirt. And when I'm dressing up more feminine, I'm still kind of experimenting with it, so it can be anywhere, like that's kind of it. But I really do like my nerdy t-shirt, skirt, combos.
Yeah, my style of clothing, basically this. Otherwise it's lazy pajamas because I don't bother. I try to wear things that make me look more masculine, so like usually things that like don't make my hips look too big, and like shirts, guy shirts that just look regular. I mean, like they're not showing too much stuff here.
Yeah.
Let's have another question. Do you wear binders?
Me?
Mm.
Yeah.
When do you wear them? Like cosplay? But
I wear them like all the time for cosplay because most of the times I just cosplay men. But I do wear them out, but it's usually just when I really feel like it.
I'm pretty self-conscious about my breasts, so I wear a binder even on lazy days. I'm almost always in my binder pretty much every day. Sometimes it starts hurting, but that's when I take it off because that's bad for you. And I never sleep in it, of course, because that's really bad for you as well. And it gets really smelly because I only have one binder. I wear it every day.
Like, unless I feel like I should be getting dressed properly. Like, honestly, I don't fuck with binders. I don't fuck with bras. I don't give a fuck.
Do you remember the first time that you binded? Was it with tape?
Yeah, it was. It was.
What kind? Was it duct tape?
Yes.
No.
I did it a couple times at home with duct tape, and it was fine because it was only for like 10-20 minutes. And then me and Sonel
Oh no.
had the great idea of open binding to Comic-Con, and we both still have scars. Well, mine are pretty much healed, but Sonel definitely still has scars.
Jeez. Me and Megan, we binded with like just craft tape, like I don't know, like we just like wrapped it around and around and like, but it was so sweaty. We wore it to PopCon, I remember, and it, like dancing, you got so sweaty and it like literally sweated off and it was like breaking. It was so disgusting, and like by the end of it, it was just broken and I just had like breasts back. It was so sick. Choices with body hair. Do you shave, like, or are you fine with body hair?
Like, personally, for myself, I prefer to shave. That's just what I like, and I feel it feels more hygienic to me. Not hygienic as in like you should shave your hair off to be hygienic, but I just feel like I get smellier when I have hair. And like my legs and that, I just love the feeling. It feels cool. It's like if I'm presenting myself, I will shave.
Yeah.
I just don't really give a fuck in general.
That's kind of how I am. Like, I used to be really self-conscious. This was before I came out and everything. And, like, I was scared that, like, people still saw me as a girl, and I was like, maybe they think I'm really gross and unhygienic for having, like, armpit hair. Like, I know that's wrong to think, but a lot of people still do think that, like, older people especially. So I was really self-conscious, and it wasn't until recently, like, after I came out and, like, just don't give a fuck anymore. Like, I usually don't let my hair grow too long. I just like shave it and then let it grow out, and it feels nice just like looking in the mirror and seeing a bit of armpit hair. Just makes me feel good for some reason. And leg hair as well, it makes me feel good. This leg hair.
I'm actually the same right now.
Leg hair bros.
Yeah.
What about cosmetics? Do you wear makeup or paint your nails?
Oh, I hate nail polish. I want it to burn.
Recently I've started hating it.
I love the aesthetic of black nails.
Yeah.
Especially...
I really like black nails. I'm meant to be an emo boy.
I really love black nails, and especially black tip nails. Like Sebastian nails. Like, when I had those, they were so beautiful. But makeup, I pretty much... Like, if I'm presenting myself as very feminine, then I'll put on feminine makeup. And I do use makeup to appear more masculine when I'm presenting masculine. But generally... I grew up wearing no makeup. It's only been in the last 4 years that I've started wearing makeup. I
wore makeup most of my life, and then in Sydney I only learnt to not wear makeup when I'm going out because I was always so self-conscious for some reason, and then I just learnt to not care about like how many pimples I have, because I'm like my thinking was always like, before I even knew that I was trans, was just like guys don't feel like, I mean, like guys don't hide themselves behind makeup if they have a pimple and it's fine. I'm like, why can't I do that? Bitch. Yeah. I usually do my eyebrows because I just love eyebrows. But yeah, it just depends on how I'm feeling. Usually I don't bother unless I'm doing a video or something, or if I'm wanting to try and get like a beautiful manly look, if that even makes sense. But like,
K-pop
you know,
body.
you can like, like contour to make your face look more manly and stuff. Have you ever been misgendered? Or has there been a time where you were upset or angry that someone called you a certain pronoun?
No, that's the thing with me, is like, because I don't really care about what you call me it's not really a thing for me. The only, like, I get slightly uncomfortable when people call me miss, but that's about it.
Yeah, for me, it's all the time, buddy. But that's because I still look really feminine and still act really female, I guess.
Well, you're only a few months into, like, coming out and everything.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, true. Usually, when people call me she, her, or miss, or my birth name, I don't know, I usually don't say anything. I just get sad. Like some people get really angry, but I'm just like, stab in my heart. I remember writing in my journal that it's like, but like it's like calling me scum, and like that's just it, and like everyone's referring to me as scum, and that's normal, but like it still hurts. And you say, no, I'm a boy, and they're like, no, you're scum, it's okay, you can always be scum. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but but yeah, anyway, it hurts, buddy. Do you experience dysphoria, and how does it affect you? Do you experience dysphoria when you're cosplaying a male character? I mean, like you wish that your body was a bit differently.
Again, it's like, because I'm both, I have troubles either way, so I've just learnt to accept one or the other. Like, if I work on my body for one, then it's going to be less suitable for the other. And I'm kind of decently built for both. My voice is dying. I don't have that much boob, so I combine really easy to make flat chests for male. But at the same time, I have quite broad shoulders and decently defined neck, so I can go male decently. But there are times, like when I did my Sagi cosplay, I love it so much. It's one of my favourite cosplays I ever did.
Boy.
But the pants were really tight, and it was really obvious that I had quite feminine, and that's when I was kind of disappointed in that. That I couldn't just have that straight look that I usually get because the pants were so tight. But. Yeah.
I think with me, the dysphoria used to be really bad, and then I started taking medication to make me happy, which has like lessened it a lot. So like I'm less of I hate my body, I want it different, and I'm more of this is the body that I've got, and I just have to accept that I can't change it for a while, and just kind of accepting that it's the only body I was given, and I've got to take care of it. Like, that's a way better way to look at it than like wanting to wake up and grab a knife and just cutting their brush off. Mine is because of the clothes that I have now and things. I usually don't get dysphoria when I go out unless I'm walking past a mirror and I'm like, can you tell if I'm like got breasts or anything?
I think my biggest like dysphoria moments would probably come by, like I mentioned, my masculine side is very effeminate, very like pansy, like he wears suits. He likes to be like he's not I'm a manly man. He's like
like a fresh,
like a little pansy.
Also, I feel like we haven't like said the absolute basic, which was what we were born with and what we want to be or what we see ourselves as.
I was born as female, and I want to be as androgynous as possible so that I can go either way easily, is basically. And I'm decent, but there's still things I want to improve. I want to get that jawline.
Yeah, boy. Jawline.
I want to get the jawline, and I want to get some upper body strength, but try not to...
I want to get guns.
Massive man shoulders.
I was born female, and I want to be a fucking guy. I
want a dick.
I want a dick. I want my breasts gone, and I want a dick.
I wouldn't mind a penis.
Yeah, penises are great. Are you interested in having children? And if so, are you willing to carry the child? Carry it like bitch, no. Nothing's going in there except my food.
I definitely want kids, but I used to have this argument with my ex who was younger than me, and we used to have this argument. She was like, you're older, you have to have the kids. I'm like, no, by the time we have kids, it's healthier for you to have them. We used to just fight back and forth about who was going to have the kids because neither of us wanted to do it. If I end up in a straight relationship, then I guess I can. But if I end up in a gay relationship, I guess that'll be up for discussion. Like, I'm not totally against it, but I really don't want to. It's not like I'm like dead set, no, I will never carry a child in my whole life. That's absurd. I would never do that to myself.
I think that's that way for me.
Yeah.
I've always wanted children, but the thought of it being inside me has always made me feel weird, and I don't want it. to be inside me. Freaks me out.
I'm like, I can deal with the sickness, like the morning sickness. I can deal with the fact that it's inside me. I can
would
deal
just
with
feel
the
like
cravings.
a demon that I've eaten a soul and it's in me. It's kicking. It's trying to get out.
I can deal with getting fatter, like because I'm eating so much and fucking bitch give me the cravings. I can deal with the mood swings. I can deal with everything. I just don't want to push out my fucking vagina.
Truth.
Give me a C-section. I will
That'll
wear
hurt.
that scar with pride.
Yeah, boy.
Is that an option? Can you just option for
Yeah.
C-section? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, there we go. Fine, I'll have the kids.
She's having a kid,
And I'll get a
everyone.
sick-ass tattoo to cover up the scar.
So...
Also, totally up for adoption.
Yeah.
And or fostering if I have the place
Yeah,
to
most definitely.
foster.
My ultimate preference would be I grow up and I meet a beautiful wife and she's so fucking sexy, like you can't even believe it. Like we go through the sciencey procedure of getting like my DNA and mixing it with hers, so we have our own baby and we have a sperm donor or something, so it's got my and her genetics.
Like that's my that was always my dream too, is to meet a girl. Like if I was meeting a girl, like I'm pan, so I go everywhere. But if I was to
Yeah, we didn't say our sexualities.
Yeah.
The basics of the basics.
Pansexual.
Pansexual.
But if I was to marry a girl, my dream would be to do the science, like get her DNA and my DNA. I think when you do that, you can only have female offspring
Oh,
because
know that.
it's female from female. So
Yeah.
you only get a daughter out of it, which I'm totally fine with.
With the sexuality, I'm pansexual, but I don't think I feel... I could never love a cisgender man. Like, I just feel nothing for them. Like, everything except that. I don't know why.
I'm pansexual. I'm pretty much like, I have no solid walls. Like, there isn't like, I would never date this, or I'm really not interested in this. Like, because I'm always under the impression of, what if I meet, like, I'll probably one day meet someone that is that, and then I will like them, or I would see myself with them. But my sort of preferences, or like what I've noticed, is I definitely sexually prefer male, but I romantically prefer female, which can be confusing. But the good thing about females is that they can also give you male sex. I feel like I can emotionally attach to women more. I have issues emotionally attaching to men, but sex with men seems easier, but also maybe less satisfying.
Yeah, definitely less satisfying.
Or I could just get my own penis.
Yes, then everyone's problem will be solved.
I
Dick
feel
club.
like I would have so much less sexual hang up if I had a penis. I would.
Dude, if I had a dick, I'll be I don't even care how awkward I am.
Yeah.
I'll just be doing it. What's the gayest thing that you own?
My
dildo. I don't dildo.
The gayest thing that I own, like, in what sense?
I don't know.
I have like a giant rainbow gown.
Oh, actually, the thing that I have right now, the only gay thing would probably be a rainbow tie. Are there any LGBT people that you look up to?
John Barrowman.
Yeah, boy.
He's my bitch. I love
just
him.
forgot all about him. I forgot all about the fact that he was gay.
He's a fucking queen. I love him.
He's amazing.
And
He's
his
so cool.
husband is amazing.
I look up to Jim Parsons. I mean, like, I just
true.
love him, and it so happens that
Neil
he's
Patrick
gay.
Harris plays Barney on How I Met Your Mother.
Bitch, he's so cute.
I love him. He's
Dude.
amazing.
Ruby Rose is one of my big inspirations. I've got like YouTuber inspirations such as like T.Y. Turner and especially Uppercase Chase. These are like FCM transgender YouTubers, and I learn a lot from them. They're really cool. Especially
Shane Dawson's conspiracy theories.
kill me. Uppercase Chase is like really cool, and like he's still really feminine, and like he talks about his struggles and how he still gets dysphoria, like even though he's like 5 years on T and all this stuff.
Is Hannah Hart the one that does Drunk Kitchen?
Yeah.
I don't watch many of her videos, but I love her.
Yeah, I think she's alright.
I'm just trying to think,
really
like,
cute.
there's someone recently that I was just like, wow, he's like gay, or he's like, you know, pan or whatever. I didn't know that, and I was like so happy to find that out, but I can't remember who it was. Like, there's so many LGBT like idols out there basically that are just so amazing.
Are there any LGBT people in your friends or family?
Not my family. My family's straight as fuck, but don't even know if I have a straight friend anymore.
I don't think I have a straight.
Is DJ
Megan.
straight?
I think so.
DJ's straight, right?
My mother's side of the family is all strictly straight as fuck, but my dad's side of the family is so openly gay. My dad is gay with another guy. I think all of my family are pretty accepting. My mum's side is more like, yeah, that's weird, but you do you, and I'm gonna ignore it. And my dad's side is like, wow, I'm so glad that you understand who you are. That's really cool. I'll be with you on this journey. I'm here for you.
See, I don't have much family besides my mum. Like, they're out there, but they're not really family. They're just kind of there. Some of them I just don't talk to because I just don't want to. Sometimes I kind of wish I had a family member that sort of understood everything a little bit more, but I just don't. But it doesn't really bother me because I have everyone else.
When did you realise that you were gender fluid?
I think it's just like I started cosplaying and I realised that I didn't ever want to there was no females that I ever wanted to cosplay. I never wanted to dress up as a girl. I always wanted to dress up as a boy.
That was me as well. Like, I did talk her once, but I liked her because she was manly.
Yeah. And so I was like, if there's a badass, then maybe I will want to cosplay them, which has happened. Like, I want to cosplay certain characters because they're badass, but I always wanted to cosplay male, and then I just sort of, eventually I just realized, it all sort of clicked in. I was like, the voice in my conscious is male. Like, I sometimes want to do this, but I sometimes want to do that. It's just every time something comes up about gender, I just realize how much it suits like my fluidity.
Yeah. Cosplay definitely helped me to realize as well, because I only did male cosplays, and when I'm cosplaying I have all this confidence, like, and I didn't know if it was because of I was pretending to be someone else, or if it was I was finally who I was meant to be. Can I ask you something? When you found out you were gender fluid, was there any like stresses or sadness about it or anything, or were you just like, whatevs?
No, it was more just like, I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
And then my mum kind of didn't really get it. She was kind of like, doesn't that just mean you're a tomboy? And I was kind of like, No, but cosplay helped me a lot because first I realised that I loved dressing like a man, so that opened up that side of like my fluidity for me.
That was same for me.
Then it allowed me, I think, a gateway to realise that I like women because, one, it allowed me to be attracted to women because they were dressed as men, and I was like, oh, it's just because they're dressed as men. Then I realised that when they take off the cosplay, I was still attracted to them, and I was like, oh, fuck. And then on top of that, it's just kind of like something that really not turned me on or got me going, but something that I realised that I loved so much about being a man was having women love me. And like all of that combined sort of made me on the track to finding out my sexuality and my gender expressions, because it's just like it all happened at once.
My realization was kind of a long and slow process if I think back to it. I don't know, it wasn't like really on my mind, but it was kind of in the back of my head, and then it was like becoming like a more present thing in my head. I was thinking about it every day constantly, like, what if I'm this? Holy shit, I don't want to be. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna force this ridiculous idea out of my head. I'm not a guy, I'm meant to be a female. And so like that's when I put myself in situations with men that I wouldn't usually do, like sleeping together and shit, to make me feel like a female and like to be submissive and everything, to force myself to be that way. But it just was so dumb because I felt like shit the next day because it's not who I am. One day I was in the thrift store and I chose, as a joke, like a shirt and shorts from the men's section, and I tried it on in the cubicle to just trying to like just force the joke out of my head, just to like put it on and be like, nah, it can't be me, it's not gonna be true. And anyway, I put it on, and then when I looked in the mirror, I was really, first I was happy, and then I was just really fucking sad, because like what I saw in the mirror was a guy of how I was dressing and kind of like looking in the mirror, and I was scared because I liked how I looked as a male, and that really terrified me. And it was pretty much from that day that I decided that I'll have a trial period of being called Alan and having the male pronouns, and then that trial period turned into a long time, and it never stopped. And it just feels normal, like it feels like the girl I was is fake, and it just feels like this is just normal for me.
Yeah.
And I feel way more comfortable with myself and way more happier with myself as well.
Cosplay helped me realize I like dressing as a man. Then it helped me realize that I liked women.
Yeah.
And then
cosplay helped me with that too. Realized I like girls.
I liked girls, and I liked having girls like me. But then like I got into a relationship, and it was through that relationship and the sexual roles and that kind of stuff. Like we never did anything, but like the roles that were kind of forming through that made me realize that I was that's kind of what solidified that like I definitely have a male side. Not that sexual roles are defined your gender, but I just found stuff out about myself that I didn't know, and realized like where they came from and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, through sexual experiences as well, that really helped me to understand who I am and how I feel. I guess you kind of said how you came out to your family, how you came out to your mum.
Did I?
Or how did it happen? Do you know? Did she see a video or something? Or?
I just posted on Facebook. Gender, I just posted on Facebook. Sexuality, I told her I might be gay in the car, and then like 4 weeks later she was just like, so are you dating a girl? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't tell anyone anything until they ask.
Truth. For me, like Megan knew, and my buddies in Melbourne knew about me, my situation, my new name. None of my family or anyone in Sydney knew, I don't think. And I did change my name on Facebook to Alan, and I was like, if you don't call me this, I'm not going to be your friend. Just kind of making it a joke, yeah. And I think maybe some of you guys had an inkling, and I also changed my pronouns on Facebook to he, him. And then I made the video, which was the coming out transgender video, and then my stepdad found that. Like, I came home and he was like, what's this about a transgender video? Are you transgender? Is that real? And I'm like, yeah, it's real. And we kind of sat down and talked about it. He didn't watch the video, he'd heard about it from a friend. So I kind of like explained it to him to the best of my ability and trying to make him understand. And he was upset that I didn't just tell him, and then my dad was upset that I didn't just tell my dad and my stepdad. Even though they're gay, it was really hard for me to just come out as being transgender, because I thought that it would be hard to see the validity in me wanting to be male when I'm so feminine and all this stuff. But yeah, my plan was like I would start T, like just start getting the shots and slowly turn into a man, and then my dad and my dad's partner might suspect like something's going on here. She's got a beard now. And then I'd be like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm trans.
It's a bit
I'm
harder
a man.
With parents, like I said in the car, because whether your parents support you or not, you always worry about the disappointment, because parents idolize you as however you are. They think you're perfect. So when you make a big change like that, they tend to mourn the old more than friends would. So it's always that fear of like disappointment, which for you would have been terrifying. For me, it didn't really change anything, because I'm just me, but I have another side. So mum didn't really have to worry, but when
I did talk about it to them and everything and made them understand, my dad and my dad's partner Peter were really accepting and everything, which I was so thankful for. I could finally be myself in front of them. We should end it on what advice you would give to anyone who's gender fluid or trans or just can't come out. Just any advice that you have. Be yourself.
Well, just
fuck the world.
I can't really give advice to transgender people, because of the fluidity that I am and the fact that I don't need to change myself that much. I can't really I can sympathize or empathize, but I can't really
understand 100%.
Yeah, I can't really be like, this is how I would do or what I would do, because it's not that's something you will have to give advice on.
Yeah.
But my advice to gender fluid people or people who think that they might be androgynous is like, if you don't really feel the need to change anything drastically like transgender dude, then just be you. Don't worry like if people see this change, like all of a sudden you have short hair or you have longer hair or anything like that. It's like, just be you. That's all I can really say. It for me, like my gender struggles aren't really that hard because nothing much changed except for the fact that I got new fashion
Sure,
and shorter
same.
hair.
Got better looking.
Yeah.
Better fashion. I mean, my only advice, or not really advice, just my only words to tell you would be that you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. And that was something that I found really hard to find out, to not prove. Like, I don't have to prove myself. Like, I can still be a guy and wear makeup and be feminine, and it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks because I know who I am. And that's, yeah, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. Just be yourself, guys, and you'll be happy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Gonna answer real soon. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want more videos like this, give it a like. Don't forget to like, I just said that, and subscribe for a new video every now and then. Okay, bye. Mia pa!
Afterthought. If you identify as a female but you are a male...
You're beautiful.
No, if you identify as a female but you look like a male, you're still a female. Don't worry about it. And vice versa.
You're beautiful. As long as you're not a dick.
You gotta be a fucking dick.
If you're an arsehole, get the
Suck my
fuck out of
fucking
my
dick,
channel.
dude.
You are not beautiful if you are mean. Love. LGBT love. That was fun filming it. Yes, the audio is still recording, so now we can see how much you complain.
I was just about to be like, hey everybody, welcome to the end screen.
Yeah, it's like a whole new video. Hey everybody, welcome to the end screen, and today I'm going to be talking about...
Next video, how to be K-pop.
Next video. This is mean.
It's true. Don't forget to go over to Ichal's channel to check out her next video.
Yeah, dude.
Alan's a nerd.
What? Don't go to Ichoal's channel to check out I'm a Nerd, because that's on my channel. Go check out Ichoal's channel because she's in this video, and that's cool.
Go to my channel to hear my longest yeah boy.
Yeah, boy. Hear your shortest yeah boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.